while I put you in a trance. Let's party. Boogie in your body. Want that body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody. I say, hey, feel the fire with a burning desire. Yeah, get up off of that thing. Dance, shake, and let's swing. Come on, let me rock the world.
Welcome back to the R&R podcast. We bring you Rectum and Revolvers. I am your host today, Chavez, and we got the fellers here.
The fellers.
We got mine.
Hello.
My main man, Rolento.
I got them horses in the back.
And that other horse in the back, Treeman.
What's up?
What's going on, guys? So, I got shit to talk with y'all, and I'm ready to get into the shits. I'm ready to talk about all of the shit.
What are you clapping for?
I don't know. It's a very nigga thing of me to do. All right, so I want to talk about the first thing. I want to talk about like the juiciest thing that I have on info from the gaming, from the gaming world this week. So I don't know where the fuck I was going with that. I definitely stuttered. I was like, gaming, gamer, something gay. I'm that's all, folks. All right, so I want to talk to you guys. So last week technically, Google is dropping. Well, they're trying to drop a system. All right, and they cannot hold it together over here. So the G in Google, what does it stand for right now? I don't know if it's standing for godly or gangster, and I'm gonna get into this. All right. So they're working on a streaming device. All right,
The streaming porn.
That would be lit, but that would be very lit. You spend $15.
Unlimited power.
That right hand will be strong as shit. Let me tell you, if you're left-handed,
Start crushing apples and shit.
Remember they said you couldn't break an egg with the palm of your hand? You can do it now. All right, so they had announced I guess it's a service called Stadia. Mm-hmm. So they're releasing this service called Stadia, and they're trying to make a console for it. And let's not be shocked here, but they made a controller. So the thing is, anything that you can bring Google up on, like anything that you can put Google on, basically you can use Stadia. So the idea of Stadia is like it's like streaming 4K games at 60 frames per second to whatever device you have. Now this is when you hear about this, you'd be like, oh, like this is optimistic. This is an optimistic look at something that's like, oh, okay. But outside of that, it's like, if it's possible, that would be dope. But
yeah.
Do we really want to give up our consoles and games? Because like basically, Google's like, the future gaming isn't in a box, and it's like, yeah, but like I kind of still want my motherfucking systems. So basically, I'm gonna start talking about this thing. So, they will not release the latency. Like they're not disclosing like latency.
Yeah, right, because they know that's going to be the fucking thing to shoot them in the foot.
Right.
They would not disclose the latency
right now.
Oh, word.
But they did.
Shocker.
But they did do like a live they did like a live beta or whatever, and they were streaming Assassin's Creed Odyssey on it.
Yeah.
They were doing that whole thing, and it did well. I think it had like I can't give you like the exact numbers, but like it's like milliseconds of like lag, like milliseconds. So that's still not good. You do not want that to happen, right? So anyway,
fucking things up.
But yeah, so basically the first party titles are going to be led by Jade Raymond. Jade Raymond, she basically was leading Ubisoft at one point.
Oh, I think I remember her.
Yeah. So she's a big deal. So their first party titles, they're going to start their own like first party.
Why she stopped leading them?
I don't know. Maybe she had creative differences, or maybe it was just time to move on. Most CEOs like.
Is there going to be a Just Dance?
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Pull out your dance pads, kids.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
You want to play Just Dance on your controller?
But check this out. So the custom AMD chip that they have for this runs at 10.7 teraflops. So that is, I think PlayStation runs at like 4 something teraflops, and Xbox One X or PS4 Pro runs at 4 or 5.
Okay, so wait.
One X is running at like 6 or 7.
So are they taking that Google So, like, because I know the whole thing was...
They're taking it very serious.
No, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying, like, for this, I know that you're having it where, you basically, whenever you use Google
want.
for, like, including, desktops, TVs, tablets, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, where are they pulling that number from? Did they do it across all cylinders, and this is the average number, or they're just taking it from their most current upgraded TV that costs $3,000, and then they're trying to do that shit. They're trying to kind of skew the numbers.
Maybe. But what I'm hearing is that they have been. I do know this. They have been doing. They've been like in the background, fucking with like gaming companies, going to certain gaming companies and things like that for about.
Yo, man.
What's up?
I the giggles. Excuse me, please.
He's having a moment. Who gave him sugar? Big is having a moment. He turned into Mac from
He's fucking dying over here. Took a lap. Took a lap. Oh man, but go ahead, Travis. Keep going.
But yeah, man. So they've been like in the background for like a year. That's why I said this. I was like, are they godly for bringing this whole thing in, or are they gangster for trying to steal the entire gaming industry from up under everybody? Like, really think about this. For an entire year, they walked around. They were talking to people, meeting with people, doing little side shit, doing like having little private beta tests and shit.
Yeah.
And then just pop up with this. If this works, they basically just robbed the whole gaming, like everybody. Everybody gonna be sitting there like, fuck.
Yeah, because everyone's moving to that streaming type of thing anyway. And
they're not the first, but like
but they're like
they're
going
the
to be
first
the most efficient.
The most efficient because they're fucking Google. They're already godly. They already got the internet corner. They're like, oh, you like the internet? Well, let me tell you something.
You want like knowledge? You like knowledge?
You like knowledge? Let me tell you something.
Like
I got data on data on data, and I got a drawer full of money I can give you. Like they can buy anybody out if they wanted to. That's what's scary. That's what's scary. So the thing is like, is this a step in like the right direction? Not sure, right? But I will say it's an interesting direction. It's no different than when people were testing VR and shit like that. But Google looks like they're the most possible that could pull this off. But the problem with this is how it's going to be targeting you. You're going to be sitting on your computer. You're going to see it like a quick ad for a game. You're going to click it and be able to play it for like 15 minutes. And it's like, would you like the subscription? Would you like to buy? And it's going to turn to one of those things. And there's a mic on their controller. I wanted to say that. There is a mic on their controller. So if it hears you saying anything, ad time. It's time to advertise. That I'm nervous.
Oh yeah,
I'm
so
nervous
like
about it.
I mean like so.
Oh, did you guys see that new Sekiro game?
Yeah, so for like VPNs are definitely gonna have to be heavy involved on that since you don't want people knowing what the fuck. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really don't care too much about my shit being stolen. Like besides my credit card, my money. Like if you was over here pitching like, hey, we know that you like big booty bitches, and here's some photos of some big booty bitches. Would you want something? I'm like, no, I don't. But thank you though. Like I'm okay with that. Thank you for the advertising. No. So, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm saying, like, when it comes to, like, it doesn't affect me as much as everybody else. For your situation, I mean, your explanation of the new, possible streaming for, Google, Google folks. So my question at the time, that you want to know the answer. No one knows the answer to this yet, because they haven't really detailed it. And I was talking to Trey and Ming about this, which was, I don't believe that they'll be able to just do a flat buyout rate. Like, I truly believe that, because if they do that, and then you just pay your one-time fee, and then you buy the game, and that's it, then that's, okay, cool, thank you. Like, I see it more being a subscription-based.
I do, yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think it's going to be a subscription-based thing, and I think what they're going to do is, they're going to do subscription-based, but you can also still, you're still going to be able to buy the games. Basically, you're paying for it, because they're going to have their own servers. Like,
but where will you store it, though?
So, well, that's the thing. Well, check this out. So they are setting up. Well, they already have apparently. You know how like we have the public internet.
Yeah.
They have their own. Like it's about to be. It's
I forgot.
They have their own. So what they're doing is like everything's going to be stored with them, and there won't be any. There won't be a way to like. There won't be.
So
a way
it's basically a cloud, essentially.
They already,
in a way, like
so,
you're not going to be able to like connect to hard drives and shit.
And you don't have to worry about. Yeah, you don't have to worry about. Basically, if you want to pick up, they also have this thing called save state that they're going to be doing. So the thing is about save state is like, excuse me, let's say for instance, let's say you're a streamer, right? And you're like, oh yeah, like I'm playing this game and I'm having this hard time with this boss, and Ming's like, you fucking suck. I'm not seeing you get by it, and he starts trolling. You be like, you know what, Ming? You want to come at me? Here you go. Go play, and you
Just
and
pop
anywhere
in.
that you can just pop in. You can say you can use the save state and send it to wherever, and everybody else can pick up where that is, and they can possibly prove you wrong. So it's one of those things. Yeah, it's crazy. Like they are working with some crazy ass technology to be like working with this. So I think a lot of developers are actually like interested. I don't know. I don't know who else they have right now, but I do know there are some people I think that might be working on like some exclusives or whatever. So they're also going to come out with the controller if you just want to do like the Google streaming like from your regular computer or whatever. And I think they're also going to do like a console. You know what I mean?
Have they disclosed any pricing?
No.
I was looking at some articles, and honestly, they besides saying we're gonna do this and we're working on it, that's basically all you really got.
But we also know Google drops shit all the time. They always go, we're working on this, and then it just vanishes after a while.
Yeah,
they have major history of that.
So this does sound like a really cool idea, but then so did Google Glass back in the day, and where's Google Glass right now?
Google gone.
I remember that too. I didn't buy that shit, but I knew people who did. Dickheads.
Yeah, I feel like it can go either way. If either it's really going to be successful or it's going to flop. As far as like subscriptions and everything, our Google account holds all of our subscriptions in one place. So things that you're subscribed to, like app form or anything, because it has a credit card, so it'll just add it and just keep going.
Well, yeah, definitely when it comes to what you were mentioning about the ads, or it is like, can you imagine you're playing like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then a pop-up just pops up on the bottom,
that would piss me off.
fucks you up for a split second, that one decisive moment.
You know what? They're definitely going to do it, and you know what? I think that is going to make. Oh, you know what? That's going to make them cheaper, because they're going to start running ads. And
every like 30-minute increments or some shit like that.
But you got to buy the subscription. It's gonna be like Hulu. You buy the subscription with no ads. You'll get ads, but only as you intend them to show up. You get what I mean?
I mean, that's if they go with that model.
They
They could just keep the ads and just be like, hey, look, like you want this Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we're dropped or whatever, and it's not going to be $60 like it is on every other platform. We're going to only charge you $30, or it's only going to be like $30, and then ads.
Crazy.
That's gonna be fun.
That's why I said this could change. Like this is
on
like I'm like a lot of gamers.
I can see them doing it
like
too.
other gamers and like other people who like report on this. People are excited. Like it's like, oh, this is a nice something to know that it's possible. But like nobody's really 100% on board. Like it's kind of like one of those things that's like, this is a scary future because
they're trying to force
because you might take the one thing. Like the thing is, I mean, we're old school. You know what I mean? These newer gamers, this might not bother them too much. Not the newer generation, but for people like us who are used to ripping off the plastic of our games. And don't get me wrong. We're not even doing that anymore.
Yeah,
we're going straight to the internet.
Exactly.
But
we download it digitally onto our console.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, we miss that physical feeling. You know what I mean? But if we completely go about this, there will never be a physical feeling ever again. Like, we like the fact that it's still out there.
Bro, GameStop gonna be fucking done. And then on top of it, tangent.
They're
Sony's basically saying no more digital copies from GameStop.
Yeah.
They were just like, nah, fuck it. You got to get the physical, or peace. I was like, shit, GameStop, it's not looking good for y'all. No one of y'all CEOs are dropping.
I wouldn't be a CEO of anything there. Nothing there. Nothing. But yeah, man. So like generally, how do you guys like 100% feel about this? Do you guys feel like this is the next wave, or do you guys feel like this wave is how we should really be going? Maybe this should just be an option. Like there should just be options. I personally feel there should be options.
Yeah, definitely. So my pessimistic concerns are that I believe they've talked about how like, oh yeah, like we understand that there's going to be latency issues because of how it's like you're streaming your gameplay, and it's like, oh no, don't worry, we're like, integrating all these like different sort of like technical buffers and stuff, but like until like the public gets their hands on like experiencing that, we won't know for sure like whether or not that's just gonna totally be good or just suck ass. Another thing is that this goes into the whole like games as a service thing, and like pretty much like mainstream gaming community knows that like games as a service kind of sucks ass.
Yeah.
Like we've seen, like, I mean, the most egregious one that tries to implement all the time is EA, and
the great
everyone
EA?
Everyone hates EA. Like they're just like
everyone.
Damn.
Yeah.
EA. Wow.
Yeah. Who would ever thunk it?
I know, right? But yeah, like we're already sort of like, what's the word for it? We already have that impression that like, man, this freaking games as a service thing that companies keep on trying to push. This is just bullshit. Like, we know in terms of, like, us as gamers, we know where our integrity lies. We're just at home, just buy your damn game, full price, one-time payment, just go with it.
Exactly. You just take the sum of it or the lump of it and be like, all right, cool, bet, thank you. I'll take that $63.59 and I'll keep moving. Because I mean, when it comes to just the numbers, I mean, we don't know exactly how much they would charge, but I mean, if they don't even give you the option to trade buy out and you gotta just like, because I mean, there's a possibility that they could be like, okay, own the subscription base, you can't own these games, you got to do subscription base. And that's it. Because technically, if you own a game, then wouldn't your subscription need to be slightly lower? You already own one of the games. Why are you still paying the same price? Across the board, all cylinders. But
another thing that I just realized, especially with, this goes into other, like, gaming, like, news that's happening right now in terms of, like, Epic Games or something getting their own, like, exclusive games. Like, if Google also gets in that market, it will create, in my opinion, create a shitstorm of, like, a gaming market, because, like, a healthy market is when you can, like, compete with the service that you're providing. But if you're just being really exclusive with, like, certain hand-picked games, it's just gonna piss people off because you, like, further and further divide, like, who goes with which service.
Okay, so you, like, talking about, like, say, for example, for God, like, I don't even know if this is true, and please God, whatever it be. Like, for example, say, Spider-Man 2 for whenever Insomniac Games comes out with it, and then Google's like, haha!
You can only play it on this! It's like,
because who's gonna really compete with Google? I mean, don't get me wrong, Sony and Microsoft got money. If anything, Microsoft might be the best bet when it comes to competing, but even then, it's fucking Google.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, Disney's gonna be right around the corner.
Yeah.
Hey, Disney, whoop, buy a console out.
Yeah, I like, verbalizing this, that's actually, like, probably the most terrifying part of that, is, like, in terms of the sheer potential for monopoly when it comes to, like, certain games. Like,
last time I checked, that's illegal.
Like, imagine, like, the next Persona game or something. Like, oh, it's only exclusive to the Google service. I'd be like, God damn it.
My pitchforks would be right at Google right there. Hey, yo, listen, fam, somebody gotta get stabbed.
but check this out. Even if, let's say, this is exclusive, right? Mm-hmm. This opens it up in a different way. Let's play.
It must have not been his exclusive.
Let's be optimistic here. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about something that exclusive I would be pissed about, but I would have to be respectful over. So this way you guys understand this, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say they go, yo, next Tekken, Google only. I'm gonna get mad because I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. No, I want to play it on my PlayStation 5, on my Xbox 2.
Xbox One X2.
1X2. All right.
1X times 2. That's what I want. So
on my PC.
So you're Tekken, huh?
Yeah, my
Tekken. Weapons that they be like, you know what? We gonna make a big splash. And by that, they're like, we're taking Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Disgaea, Persona. All this start listing up. All the games
that I fuck with, right?
Yeah. And what you gonna do then?
I can't be pissed off because Google is accessible. It's too easy for me to get to. So I can be like, oh, okay. Y'all don't
subscription's $50 a month.
Then them and the rest of those subscriptions that's too high, Adobe, can go suck cock because I'm not paying that. Like, I mean,
this is just a terrible.
Actually, can I actually say this?
Right.
I spend more a month when I buy games individually. $60 a month. I usually buy a game a month.
Okay.
So I actually can't bitch. I'm
true.
I have to be quiet.
I mean, if you look about it, I pretty much buy a game a month. A month, you say?
I buy a game a month. Like, I mean, if you really add it up, even if there's sales and it's like, oh, here's $20 here. By the way, Mech City Brawl.
But don't you like no latency issues? Because what happens if your internet goes out? Then you can't play shit.
But that already happens now.
No, but you have some of your stuff.
I download all my shit. So like, and I also. Shouldn't put that out there. The point is this. The point is
this some lewd action you got going on there?
The point is, if the internet does go out, I am fucked. But the thing is, that already kind of happens. And I'm not going to go into the reasons why. There are people out here who know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you have a PlayStation or an Xbox and a family member and or a friend that you really like to do things with co-op wise, leaving that there.
On that note, right? He's changed the topic or something. Shit, we got ass.
It's funny because I want to say it, but like I don't want them to fuck my shit up because if anybody hears this, I'll get in trouble.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I do know that Apple is also entering that race with their what is it, Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
We are not talking about the
Skip.
So but I'm just saying, like, as a comparison, like, I don't think that Google's the only one that's thinking about it in the near future of the subscription. We need to like start moving towards games that are more accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
Do you think the TVs can even fucking like run that shit? I mean,
Nah,
they can
smart
run the
TVs
graphics, but
smart
like,
TVs
can they
smart
really
TVs
like
are
run
fucking
that shit
stupid.
consistently?
Smart
I mean,
TVs
you're
are fucking
basically gonna
stupid,
burn through your TV like
Because it's streaming,
in
it's
like
gonna be
easily
crazy.
3 years, 2
Yeah.
years tops,
Yeah.
even if it's like a newer one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's
wouldn't
definitely gonna be some.
Well, that's why
issues.
I think that's why they're doing like the little console thing, so that you can just use that to do it if you don't want to like go through your TV.
Future
But the thing is, you can use
Ouya.
your tablet, your phone, anything that has Google in it. Your vibrator. That's the thing.
Yeah, they definitely gotta.
You got a
get
vibrator?
that lag.
Yes.
I was gonna say they definitely got to get that like under wraps, because just streaming stuff, like even right now, if you like cast something, like the resolution, it goes to crap, and it takes a while for it to kind of sort of pick up or even get to the same point.
It really
Well, you
depends.
couldn't play like MMO games or anything.
It's
on there.
gonna- it's
I
gonna
know,
be the
like,
same,
there's
man.
no way it could be able to handle it. I don't know if it can handle the standard stuff, but on top of it, it's like, okay, dude, my console can't even fucking handle
I'm
MMO
gonna say
shit.
this though. I'm gonna
So-
say this. They put it on a tablet. Or I think it was a tablet or a Google something. It was something that wasn't like
Something that had the best fucking things installed on it.
No, something that's really that
How do
really
you know?
shouldn't run that well because well, I can't remember the name of it because I don't follow a bunch of Google
You
products.
sure they ain't changed that? Not of that, maybe.
They might have.
Nah, I say, like, I don't know, man. I don't take these people for
I
granted.
mean, you gotta remember, we use their search engine. So the thing is this, like, what they did use was the simple fact that Odyssey played in 4K and 60 frames per second.
Mhm.
That's
says something.
fucking groundbreaking, yo. Like, there are people who have 4K TVs and can't get it to run normal. Like, and it's for your TV. Like, you know what I mean? Got the
Yeah.
system and everything. It doesn't look as sharp as it should, and the simple fact they were able to bring it up and make it look good. You know?
Well, I mean,
I'm not saying that.
no.
I'm skeptical. I am skeptical.
I'm not going to shoot you in the foot no more.
Don't worry.
I'm
Like,
on
no
more
more.
toes. I'm on more toes.
I took out your big toe. I was going to give you pinky, but I was like, nah, let's keep that one there.
Thanks.
Need your balance. It's like, no,
I
you know,
told you.
all right, but no, like, I mean, to answer your question, it is because I know earlier, you mentioned, like, hey, is this going to be like the future? Is this just a trend? It's like, well, I don't know. Maybe Google could pull it off. I mean, if anybody could possibly pull something off, it could be Google. I mean, they have the fucking resources to do it. But ultimately, it seems that I don't think this is a trend. I think they actually like with Xbox making 2 consoles and everything was already somewhat going digital because no one ever likes to really go to places. And I mean, I don't know why, just culture wise, no one likes to really interact with people physically. So it's something where it's like,
Fuck the future.
it's going to happen. We just don't know when. So
future.
so
Who still goes to GameStop here?
I mean,
I do, nigga. If I want a cell and it's
yeah, sometimes
used,
you knew you
Sometimes,
worked there.
but as
I mean,
think
like they'll
about
just
it,
go
like,
there just to chill. No, that's for high school.
I definitely
That's high school
still,
kids.
Well, so are you specifically saying GameStop or just any like physical
Anywhere,
retail
any
store?
physical
Okay.
if I
retailer,
see
are
something
you, like-
online that's going for $50 and then GameStop says, "Hey, I have 20 used," and I don't feel like
Paying $50,
$50,
and I can
Yeah,
return
well,
in
that's
7
smart.
days.
Yeah,
I bought
that's
Nier.
smart.
I bought Nier like that. Nier was still. It was like $60. No, they had a sale. It was like it's $50. It was the time it was still kind of new.
Mhm.
And GameStop was like, "Yo, I'll give it to you for $40." I said, "Well, you know what? I like $10 in my pocket. Thanks." I went there.
I mean, it's not bad, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah. No, I
just
agree.
the way that everything is kind of
It's
sort of
going,
going now. Like,
I mean, we've
know.
all changed how we do things. All of us. Like, and not even
Yeah.
just us here. I'm talking like as gamers. Like the people who used to go to GameStop. I mean, Trey's already saying it. Like we're going in and we're buying our stuff online because, I mean, you want to beat that rush. You want to not be standing in line. You don't want to be when you can do it a midnight release. You actually want to get your game.
You can pre-download that shit prior
Yeah,
to
you can
fucking.
play at
So
midnight.
at 12:01, it's right there for you.
I mean, midnight releases I went to, and then we didn't get to play until 2:30.
Yeah,
and
because
then
you had to sit
to-
there and
Yeah.
fucking.
It's
Yo.
installed.
But no, like with that though, with that being said, like I'm actually just interested on the aspect of what can be granted if Google gets into the map, because now people are gonna be like, oh shit, not only is it exclusives, but how can they deviate themselves from everybody else? So now they're gonna all start trying to like think about it, and I'm like, I've been pushing for digital returns for a minute, my nigga. So the first one to be like, yo, you could buy digitally and stream that shit, and if you don't want it, you can refund it. You can get it, you can trade it in and get trade-in credit. The first people to introduce that shit is gonna be the fucking. They're gonna start out the floodgates fast.
Steam actually has that.
Yeah, fuck Steam. Don't play Steam. Can I play Steam on my TV? Can I play Steam on my TV?
I mean,
Steam
there was a
machine.
Steam box.
The Steam, what was it? Steam
The
machine?
Steam box. Yeah.
Where'd it go?
It's there.
Where'd that go? See, because they ain't do it right. We need the failures so that we can do something good.
So now that we're talking about boxes and devices and people making systems, I want to talk about Nintendo. All right, I want to talk about Nintendo. Nintendo was rumored. I don't even think it's rumored at this point. I think it's kind of like almost basically solid. We're just waiting for the announcement because Nintendo always has leaks.
Is it something bad they did?
No, Nintendo's just a faucet and it's always leaking. But
I always love to see Nintendo fall.
it's actually I don't know if it's a fall, but I'm gonna say this. So they are reportedly working on 2 new Switches that are to release this year. Okay, so they're doing they're trying to take what other companies are doing, like PlayStation and Xbox. They are going to release a pro version. All right, they're gonna or a more hardcore version of it, something that's gonna run stronger.
No one. Okay, I'm gonna cut you off right now. There is no way you can fucking correlate Nintendo and hardcore. It just doesn't. No.
So this particular version is supposed to. So there's 2 versions now. People who have been like behind the scenes who've gotten to like play with, I guess, some of the newer shit. The stronger, more advanced Switch. All right. Beefcake Switch is going to basically be able to run stronger games and stuff like that, but not as strong as a PS4 Pro or Xbox One X. So like, don't even like bother even thinking about that. And then they're working on a cheaper version of the Switch, which is supposed to be I think what Nintendo's trying to do is they're trying to work on a lower end version, so to where it's basically. It's supposed to help with like the people who wanted that whole 3DS aspect, like, and they were like the people who looked into this, the people who actually got to play it or mess with it or see it, were saying, you know, they can't talk much about it, but what they did say was, don't think that this is just some other like cheap version of just the Switch or whatever. Like this is supposed to be like a PS Vita or something like that. Like this is going to be, you know, revolutionary in its own aspect. So I don't know.
So it's another handheld.
It's the same Switch. But it's going to be cheaper. But I don't know what they're doing with it.
It might be the material.
It might be the material. Whatever they're doing, it's supposed. I think people are going to be It's possibly going to be aiming at like $200 cheaper.
When was the last 3DS that came out?
Well, I can see. I don't know the answer to your question, but I can see the exact like correlation they're doing with like how they initially made 3DS. Yeah. They made a 3DS XL, but then they might have like they might have exclusives that only go to that pro or that. It's called the new 3DS
or the new Switch. That's what we're gonna call it.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Well, I know for one thing is that
they're gonna switch it up.
The first model, like the model of the Switch that I have, the model of the Switch that I have, that material that they use is faulty. Like my Switch has like little cracks in it now.
Mine's doesn't.
So hopefully,
so they got cheap with you.
I don't think that.
I
just think
on the first model.
No. Think about it. No, I don't think that they went so cheap. I think that they just didn't expect certain people like to maybe play it or dock it as much as someone might. Like a game like Zelda's pretty powerful. It overheats. Then
somebody was saying
they don't
might
really
get rid of the dock, but that's rumor.
Is that why GameStop wants those old those old Switches back? Because I did hear something about article talking about GameStop was like looking to buy those Switches back.
I don't know. They might be trying to do something.
I can pull it up while you guys look into it. But I remember seeing an article about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they might be trying to rev up for trade in your old things.
Yeah, for this new thing. Because the thing is like this is going to be a big deal on the simple fact of I feel like Nintendo's going to do like exclusive things that are more powerful. For it. But what I'm worried about is like how is this going to affect there's Nintendweebs, which is the newer guys, and there's Nintendorks like myself. I'm a Nintendork from the past, so I fuck with Nintendo. I want to see this be something, but they're trying to bring up their revenue on systems, like because they've had a drop in sales, and their whole thing is they want more than one Switch in a house. So that's why they're trying to go for this cheaper version because that'll boost their sales, And if you're trading in your shit, and then if you're trading in your Switch you have now, and you're trying to get the quote unquote Pro Switch or advanced Switch, you're basically giving them more sales again. You get what I'm saying? So I see the brain power behind it. I don't know how it's going to correlate with the consumers because I don't want another Switch.
I mean, Nintendo's been doing this thing for years, where they just always like, hey, upgrade to the new, and like me being a Nintendo fan, like I'm gonna do it.
You sound kind of defeated right now.
Well, no. It's the fact of
Nintendo.
No. It's not that. It's just that it's more money. Like it's just like right now, there's faults in my Switch. Like I said, there's cracks and stuff like that, and I'm like, I want the new system. Like Fire Emblem, different things are going to be coming out, and I'm going to want to play it. And that thing's breaking down, so I'm going to have to.
You have to put out the money. You're going to have to basically trade it in at GameStop, and
GameStop might not even take it the same way because it has a crack in it.
There's
So
200 in trading credit. $200 trading credit.
but
Towards
then they
Diablo 3 bundle.
But because they're hurting so
Y'all
much,
don't
they
have
might
phones?
take it. You don't know. I
You
don't
got
know.
games on your phone.
Y'all don't have
So,
phones.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm interested to see it. I mean, I know people like with the new Pokemon stuff coming out, like people are gonna want any kind of
You're
Switch
gonna
they
want
can
anything.
get.
I think that what they're gonna do is they're gonna go pro. The cheaper one's gonna come out this summer, and the pro one's gonna be later in the year.
Probably when
around
Pokemon or something.
and all that shit comes out because
That'd be
Nintendo,
smart.
you're not slick. And the thing is like, I don't know. I don't know. I think that they shouldn't be focusing on systems and trying to like compete in that aspect because I mean the Switch is almost already over because they only have a 5-year lifespan with their systems. That's their fault. And the thing is like, what's kind of pissing me off is like, we're getting games like Yoshi, like the Yoshi like Yarn basically their new little Yoshi game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is like, you have great first party characters. Put some more third party people in with your characters. Like when you got that Mario Rabbids, you got the best reviews. You know what I mean? When you did Hyrule Warriors, you got the best reviews. You need more third party people fucking with your shit and innovating it. You know what I mean?
No.
I would argue that they kind of are like
recently.
You have the like from the Nindies the people who made what's it called Crypt the Necrodancer. They're actually like doing a collaboration with Nintendo and making like a Zelda version of Crypt Necrodancer, and that's freaking amazing. So like they are doing that kind of stuff.
It's true, but you also got to think, Bing, that like
they're late.
People, no, I'm not. It's not that. It's the fact that people have to actually go and propose to them, and I'm pretty sure they get proposals all the time, but they shut down a lot of stuff.
Shit.
Okay.
They do. Like Miyamoto, like he'll be like people be like, "Oh, we tried to present this idea," and he'd be like, "No, we don't want Mario in that light," or "No, we don't want this." So I don't know. I agree that I think that they should push to do because a lot of the games that are like we had Pokemon Conquest that was fun. Different
That
things
was
when they
crazy.
do the little collaborations, I feel like they get a lot of strong titles. But at the same time, I think they get discouraged because they had Tokyo Sessions come out. That didn't do so well.
Yeah.
So
the
consoles and stuff too.
Yeah, but think about the console. Think about like what it was.
But they
Like,
don't
you
think
know what
about
I mean?
that. They think of bottom line. They're like, okay, like let's see how strong this. And they're like, oh, we maybe shouldn't do it again. You know,
or Metroid Other M.
Yeah.
But,
So
but that was a Wii title. I mean, they're just missing something. It's just like this little like you can get these third party games. Like I'm not saying that they're not working with the Nintendies or whatever, like those little titles or whatever. And they're cool. I think they're dope, but I mean, it only gets but so far. You know what I mean? Like when you buy what's that, like a Nintendo title or a Nindy or whatever. When you get one of those titles, it's fun for the moment. Like I have Wargroove, I can play that, but I'm not dishing hours. Like I'm not like, man, I'm sitting here, I'm playing Wargroove for 5 hours. It's just not happening. I'm playing Wargroove for 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'm like, that was a good stage. I'm gonna move on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it a day. I'll come back to it. I'll come to it later today. But yeah. So that's the shits with that. How you anything else, guys?
I'm just happy that they're doing this. I'm so happy. For somebody that don't like Nintendo, I'm very happy. Because that means that when those consoles drop, that means the old consoles are going to be cheap. And then I can get my Pokemon for really, really cheap on top of that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
was thinking, so it works out a little bit for me because I'm not going to play
legit
Nintendo for
think-
anything outside of what the fuck else Pokemon, and that's it. That's all I give a fuck about. I'm Sony.
I do legit think that, like, for those big titles like Pokemon, it's an amazing marketing move on their end to make a cheaper model so that they're, like, whoever
Yep.
who
For
doesn't-
people like me,
Yeah.
Yep.
who hate them.
I mean,
But you got Pokemon by
yeah, like,
fucking
you
with a
wanna
gun in my
play-
head, like buy that
It's
bitch.
like you just specifically want to play Pokemon. Okay, great. Then just get the cheaper model.
Yep.
Yeah. So that I think's good.
And Metroid's not going to come out.
Metroid's never coming out.
It's not. Well, they
It's gonna keep getting pushed back.
worked on it, and then what happened was they didn't like how it came out.
So they
and
pushed back, right?
No, they didn't push it back. They completely started over. So it's
So
not
isn't
coming
it-
out on the Switch. we're gonna go ahead and just.
Can we call that?
I prefer
Push
that
back.
over anything, but, so I'm just gonna say it's gonna come out on the next system. Anyway, just wanted to shoot you guys there. All right, let's
Push back.
get into. So I want to do a little something called the gaming rundown. Basically, it's a bunch of like little small news that happened all throughout the motherfucking week, last 2 weeks. And the thing is that I just want to talk about it real quick, throw it out there, and we just kind of breeze through it because it's not like big news. It's just shit that's been going on. All right,
Start off.
lock and loaded. All right, so let's talk about PlayStation State of Play. PlayStation State of Play, if nobody got to see it, basically it's fucking PlayStation Direct, aka Nintendo Direct. Everybody's stealing from each other these days. So PlayStation decided to do something kind of like how Nintendo does with like a Direct. And their whole thing was like, look, we have these exclusive titles that we want to share with you, but it's not good enough for it's not good enough for E3 or other things. Like it's just something that we're gonna do here, and it's a quick presentation we can present the best way possible at our own pace. So. We're going to start talking about a couple of the games. I'm not going to name all of them, but I'm going to talk about, basically, it was a fucking VR fest. And I wasn't fucking with that. Ain't nobody using VR like that, and if you do have VR, you probably used it once or twice, then pressed the girl, got some ass, and then you moved on.
Can I say one thing about the VR? So I'm mad. Does this bug ever happen to you guys when you're on PlayStation, you go to new games, and it takes you straight to VR? New games?
They do that on purpose.
I hate that shit.
They do that shit on purpose. They do it. I was on a VR game. I said, ew, what? Moss, VR?
Like,
I don't want to play Moss.
You hit new games, and it just takes you to VR games.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a bug.
It's definitely a bug. It's a bug, but they left it there.
It's a planted bug.
It's a planted bug. All right, so we got No Man's Sky VR.
Boo. Next.
There's only one.
No one plays No Man's Sky. Boo.
There's technically 2 VR games that I'm fucking with, and I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not a big VR fan, but my brother has it, and I'll go over there and use it. So, Iron Man VR.
Boo.
Fuck you, I like him.
Go play Anthem. Boo.
Anthem sucks. We talk about Anthem's awesome. It's like, no.
Hey, ain't Terrence playing?
He is all by himself in 4K.
God.
Actually, he doesn't even have a 4K system. You
God.
failing, nigga. Anyway,
Oh my god.
They also announced. They didn't announce this already. They talked about Days Gone. I'm gonna be honest with you. Days Gone has this. It has this weird stench on it. It's like
Whoa.
It does.
Whoa.
It does. It
Whoa.
does.
Whoa.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Whoa.
I'm gonna tell you. So we can get into it about this one real quick.
Okay,
we got
go
a little
ahead.
bit of time. All right.
Mhm.
So Days Gone is like.
Amazing, I know.
It's like the redhead of it's like the redhead stepchild of like Last of Us. It feels like it wants to be Last of Us, but it's like biker games like bros, but zombies and bikes and testosterone, baby. And that's all I'm getting from it. It's like I
think you're letting that terrible fucking game pop up and start consuming your head a little
No.
bit. Like, because this game, I'm not sitting there saying this game's gonna be The Last of Us.
I don't
fucking
think so either.
Greatest game ever made.
It's
but
getting too much hype.
This
It's
game,
getting too much hype.
No, but this game, there's something that other games haven't. This shit is literally fucking World War Zombies or some shit, World War Z, where these niggas are climbing over each other to get you, and to be able to handle that type of frame rate of like 100 fucking zombies that's coming at you that fast.
That's what I mean.
Like that's. Like
It's
it's not
gonna
like it's not like it's Dead Rising and they're just standing still and they might move and move
No,
and shit.
I fuck
Like, these
with that.
niggas are coming at you.
But
It's testing. It's testing. The
Ming
fucking,
looks scared.
It is testing the system's capabilities. You are wrong.
I
You
can
are
explain.
wrong.
I can explain. By the way, Ming, I just noticed this now. You like Quentin Tarantino. Anyway. it was the way Ming looked at you and he was like, I said, Ming, you like Quentin Tarantino. You know, like you about to direct
If
some
there's like a shit list right now, like
Oh my
you were
God.
already low, but like you just keep getting
It was
lower.
the way he
You just
looked.
keep
It
getting
was the way he
lower.
did it. I'm a movie fan.
Man,
I'm
you know what happens
sorry.
because you was laughing. That's what it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
You was laughing. You had the giggles and shit.
I
That
love
nigga
you,
was
Ming.
upset.
I love you.
but
but no, all right. So check this out. I do believe in that whole thing of
You
them
do?
running over all that. All right. But here's the thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Let me be honest with you. We'll be an episode since I said that. All right. So I feel that that's dope. There is a World War Z game that is coming out that does all that shit, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that that's just a portion of the game. I feel like we need more than just that to to really have us fully invested. Like that's gonna be fun for like the first couple hours, and then it's gonna become annoying because the game it's an open world game, and you're trying to get the things. Do you know how annoying it is when prime example Fallout? There's a new settlement. You're like, nigga, leave me alone. I'm trying to get to where I'm going to, right? Could you imagine every time you're on your way, it's just one zombie. Got your bitch ass. I'm gonna move on. And it's just like, oh my god, every fucking time I try to go somewhere, it's gonna become annoying after a while. But I'm saying it's not gonna be that all the time. I think those are key story elements that they're gonna do to like keep the energy going.
Yeah.
But the story just. I was watching some stuff from it. Like I don't know yet. I'm not gonna completely say this is a trash game or anything like that. But I'm watching and it's like I feel like this is going to do okay. But because of the energy it's getting, the type of energy PlayStation's trying to push behind it, it's going to inevitably
backfire. You think it's going to be like The Order when they were hyping and they put a lot of money behind it?
I would
No,
never
I don't think it would never be that.
I'll never put the snake of the order on anything.
Yeah.
I'll never put the snake of the order.
That's in its own category.
Is
That shit was.
I would
the
never
most
do
that
annoying
was
thing
your
in the world.
fit.
So
But
much
wasn't-
potential, so wasted.
But wasn't that your game of the year back in the day?
The Order, nigga. Fuck no.
No.
Remember back in the day when Roller would not stop talking about The Order?
No, I never really
It was
banged
Ryan.
The Order.
I think it was
Ryan,
Ryan,
dude.
Ryan.
No,
Yeah,
I'm trolling him.
Oh, I'm about to say, like, you almost had me because I started to think, like,
He's like,
maybe.
wait, Roller?
What
What does sound like Roller?
You think he did? Is he sure? No. Well, actually, Roland wasn't even PlayStation at the time. So, yeah, no, it couldn't have been Roland. Roland joined the
He's
PlayStation
so
chain.
mad.
Like,
Roland will remember this. Keep that same energy per my last email. But no, man, I'm not sitting there.
nervous.
I'm
I'm
not sitting there
excited.
saying it's gonna be game of the year or something like that. But I
Yeah.
will say it definitely
has
has
potential.
potential, has
Has
capability. That I'm looking to see where it does. All they gotta do, if they really want to be like, okay, surefire bet, introduce a character that you'll be like, yo, man, this is my bull, and then halfway through the game, kill him. That's
That
it.
would be dope.
That
That
do
would be
that,
dope.
and immediately it goes from like maybe a
See,
solid
see,
6.5 to an 8, like instantly.
But see, I fuck with that 100% because Call of Duty 4.
I mean, technically,
Modern
his
Warfare did
girlfriend's
that.
already dead.
Yeah, but see, all right, see, that's the thing.
They might do flashbacks.
The story aspect of it, and when they were talking about the story, and I'm like, oh, typical me and my biker gang. My biker gang don't like me. It sounds like Kill Bill with zombies and a bunch of dudes. That's what I'm getting from it.
Well, Last of Us basically was, old dude and little girl.
It's a hell of a story.
Now wait a minute, because all right,
Logan, hell of a story. Old man, young girl.
you are into some weird shit.
Whee!
It's like,
That was her
but
dad.
but no, I do look forward to it. I'm not going to trash talk Last of Us because I actually did enjoy Last of Us.
We all did.
I think it was kind
And
of
if anybody
overrated,
said that it
but
wasn't,
a
it was
little
sucking
slightly overrated, but it was still a good game.
Yeah, it was. It
Slightly.
was.
Slightly overrated.
He wants me to be mad.
No,
so
it's
bad.
a little bit. It's like, oh my god, it's groundbreaking. Is it really? They should make a movie out of it. No,
groundbreaking
they
at the time.
shouldn't.
Not anymore, but it was groundbreaking at the time.
Oh, yeah, definitely so.
That conversation between. We're gonna go into a tangent. All right, I'm
I
moving
know, I
on.
just wanna keep
All right,
going.
I just realized that. Okay, so Sony was only dropping like shit that they kind of already had. Like they had the MK11 trailer, which was basically old school versus new
sci-fi.
school. That nigga, yes. And I'm not gonna get into that. That's another thing that is a part of the rundown, but it ain't the part of state of
Cassie
play.
Cage.
All right, now
Cabal.
You're just going to name the roster.
Cabal.
9/11.
Yeah, so the old school new school trailer. The old school new school
That's not
trailer
funny.
announced some
thinking
shit
about
that
the
was
episode
like
paper.
I was thinking that.
9/11.
yeah, ain't shit. So old school new school MK11 trailer was pretty dope because it announced it showed some characters that nobody had that we weren't expecting in the game. They showed a younger Jax. He's pretty dope. and they showed a bunch of like other characters. I can't get into it because I don't
Wait,
have
this is
like,
MK11, right?
Yeah.
So wait, why do they have a younger Jax when he's his daughter? Or do you got time traveling? Is this a thing again?
No, it's not time. Well, technically yes, because you have Kronos, but like you got.
Wasn't Jax dead?
Yes.
So why is he still alive?
No, he wasn't dead. He wasn't dead in 10.
He wasn't dead in 10?
No.
Then why is he younger?
So there's a younger Johnny Cage, there's a younger Jax, and there's a younger Sonya Blade.
What kind of their story be all over the place?
No, but they're fixing something because I'm gonna go.
I'm telling you, time travel is gonna be a thing.
It is in this because of Kronos, but there's a reason behind this. So they're mixing the MK9, the ending of MK9, and then 10. When we got 10, we were all pissed off, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I was pissed off.
I was pissed off at 10. It was great.
I didn't like the story.
Combat.
I didn't. Shut up. And
it was right behind Deadly Alliance.
Go home. Go home.
So you didn't like Sub-Zero's art Chronicle, the little anthology joint?
No, we don't talk about that. And we don't talk about Special Forces with Jax. We don't talk about that. Go to hell. I'm an MK fan. Anyway,
it's a good
but yeah,
look forward to Google buying.
Basically, they are going to do like they're basically going to be fixing. I think they're fixing like the chronological order of things, which I'm really happy about because I wanted 9's story to continue where Raiden became evil. You know, I wanted 9's story to continue where Raiden became evil, and they just kind of like all we got was X, and I was like,
you got bored.
That's what I kind of thought.
You
with
basically
the
got
trailer.
bored
When they first showed the trailer, and
yeah,
Raiden
and that's what they're doing. They're continuing that arc now, and I'm just like, thank you God. So
yeah, because no one wants to play Boruto, the MK version.
Right, Boruto MK. So that happened. They did the CTR Crash Team Racing Nitro trailer where they were showing them blocky and then them showing up, and then they were showing like all this other cool stuff.
I'm gonna be getting that game though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, they're showing you stuff that you already know. But then they also showed some new IPs like Ready Set Heroes, where basically 4 people get together and you guys can do couch. I'm pretty sure it's couch co-op it's online. And basically, you guys do dungeon raids, and you guys are racing the other team. So you and some friends can race another group of friends into like dungeon raiding, and then basically whoever wins gets like the loot and all this other stuff. It's pretty dope. Like look into the trailer if you want to get a chance. It looks promising. It doesn't like something.
Okay.
It looks promising. It doesn't like something that you would break your neck to have, but it looks like it's a nice $30 game. You know what I mean? Like a nice $30 indie type style game, and it looks like it's actually a lot of fun. We have this game called another fucking game that's VR capable called Blood and Truth. Look at the trailer.
It looks like. It sounds like
this game called Observation, which is supposed to be like this horror style type game. It looks like
VR.
No, this one actually isn't VR, but this looks like a new IP. I was looking into it. I can't really go into detail because all I have is a trailer, and trailers don't really explain much. They just show you like some shit. It looks a lot. It looks like true. It's a suspenseful like horror style like type of game.
I'm always down for those.
And then the next fucking VR game that I'm actually fucking with. All right, other than the Iron Man
Fallout.
No. No, we're done.
76.
Five Nights at Freddy VR. Who doesn't want to?
Wait, so which one is it? Which Five Nights at Freddy
I
is
think
it?
This is a whole new. I think this is like a whole new. Like,
no, there is no whole new. Which one is it?
I'm guessing like the first type of game, like the first
is
style or whatever.
Okay, is it the first style, the second style, the third style? Which one is it?
I don't know what style it is. I just know that they're doing a Five Nights.
Okay,
at Freddy.
is it 2 doors only? One on the left, one on the right.
It looked like you had multiple things to look at.
How many doors? Is there a door in the middle?
I can't remember the trailer.
How the fuck you can't remember the trailer if you bringing it up?
Look, I'm just bringing it up what happened. It was supposed to be a quick fire.
Man, can you do some research?
It might be 5. It might be 5. Might be 2. Might be 3. Might be 4.
Is there a bed?
All I seen was that there were screens. I remember there were screens.
So you think it's like a remake
of the first game, possibly, but like more advanced. I didn't really get into it too much.
What? That franchise is milk.
It is.
Yeah, it is actually.
It's so.
It is.
They made books out of that shit. So that's what I know is milk. That's what I know is milk when I start seeing books from a game. What?
And I'm gonna talk about the last thing from State of Play that this actually really got my attention. It's called Concrete Genie. This game is dope. So I guess it's like a new IP that they're gonna be releasing later in the year. And the dope thing is about the Concrete Genie, like if you guys are like pull up the trailer, it's like this kid who's able to like basically bring like his artwork to life, and you have to use it to solve puzzles and fight and all this other stuff. It looks amazing. It looks dope. It wasn't at first. I was looking. I'm like, oh, what's this crap? And I was watching. I was like, oh, this looks pretty good. It gives me like a Psychonauts feel, like that creative game, like that. It's like this artsy game, but like it has this crazy looking story that it has. Like,
And
this
that's not VR either.
That's not a VR
Okay.
game. This is a indie title, and I was not expecting that. So that was dope. Next couple things I want to run into. Ming's looking up the trailer now. See,
It doesn't tell you shit.
it doesn't tell you shit.
It
That's
doesn't
what I'm
tell you
saying.
shit.
Like it wasn't shit. So we're gonna talk about the next thing in the rundown. Apple Arcade. Apple Arcade, guys, is basically this is the monthly subscription to casual ass games. Okay.
Oh, the MOBAs?
Yeah. So all you casual gamers, because we're not getting your money, and everybody else, basically, it's like a subscription, like if you had PlayStation Plus or the Xbox Game Pass, or whatever the case is, where you're spending like $12, $15 a month on any Apple product that you have, you can stream those, or you can download those games onto your phone as long as you have that subscription. And check this out, and play them for free.
Really free?
Boy.
And those games are already free. Those games are already free.
Angry Birds Star Wars Edition.
So
you know what
goodness.
you know Travis gonna buy that shit though.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, because you got an iPod.
iPod.
Oh, my bad.
What
iPad.
year am I in?
He got
2006.
I got
iPad.
my
iPad. That's what I mean. Because you wouldn't shut the fuck up about your
I
iPad.
have
So
my iPad with
pad
me.
with your Hearthstone.
I like her.
I do love Hearthstone.
Hell yeah, tell him, Ming. We clapped. Yeah, so that's happening. I don't think this is gonna be revolutionary. I just think this is another way to steal money from people who don't know shit about games.
I can't deal with these subscriptions. They
Yeah,
taking all
yo,
my money.
Yo, subscriptions are stealing. Yo, I'm telling
Y'all
you.
about to be real upset
We
when I
all
stop
thought,
buying
we
all
all
that
thought
shit.
cable was going to be expensive. Wait until you're done with all your subscriptions by 2025.
Even that's the thing. Like cable, they're having like Viacom's having a big bidding war and stuff, and they're trying to take off like Nickelodeon and BET and stuff like that from regular cable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
BET,
they get
I
rid of them
watch
because they're trying to.
They're trying to figure out what they're doing. They're gonna probably launch a streaming site.
Well, I mean, you know, they can get rid of BT. I don't watch the shit. So.
Yeah.
So now we also have my next thing is Division 2 does amazing to be a looter shooter in this particular time, even though like the market is overly saturated. It does.
I know about this.
It does. It does. It's doing very well. The problem I think that it's going to be running into right now. No, it's not the game. It's not the game because I feel like when Ubisoft announced this game, I think I was talking to you like a couple days ago about this. When Ubisoft announced it, it was like this was going to be groundbreaking, but it was just because of all of like the looter shooters, Anthem, fucking Destiny, like kind of like coming in and kind of fucking it up.
Mm-hmm.
When this game showed up, everybody was like kind of skeptical still because, as you know, it wasn't getting the same value that the first one was getting at first.
Yeah.
The sales are down and the physical, but everybody's sales in physical has been going down, so that I'm not surprised with that. But it's also for the first time, well, not the first time, but yeah, technically the first time that a looter shooters came out and it's gotten a very good score. 8.5 and above is really good to be a looter shooter right now because most of them are coming out at 7s and 6s
because they're never really complete.
Yeah, they're not fully complete. Nobody's sure, and like everybody's been saying, like the Division's end game isn't like extraordinary because of like the loot that you get at the end. But outside of that, that's a small price to pay. That's a small price to pay for basically a looter shooter. You know what I mean? You have shit to do at the end. The end game isn't super strong, but it's strong enough to keep your ass there. And a lot of these looter shooters aren't strong enough to keep you there after the main story's done. You know what I mean? So I'm very proud of I'm very proud of that. I'm very, very proud of that. So
say definitely for somebody that actually plays the Division because you don't play it.
I want to get it.
You want to get it, but you ain't get it yet. You
I
wait for your
can't
cousin to buy it because he ain't being shit.
Yeah, well,
So-
we're gonna have. That's what we talked about.
So,
we're
but
gonna get it.
I'm level 27
He also cheated on
right
me and
now.
went to
I'm
Xbox
almost
with me.
max level in Division, like 3 levels behind.
Oh, okay, well, can you make a new character let me play?
Oh yeah. I'm supposed to help Dan, get up there.
Oh,
'Cause
Dan's
Dan's
got
getting
it
it.
too?
Yeah,
Oh.
we got the Jamie Club together. It's just
Oh,
real.
oh.
Fuck the It's like, no.
But no, so for somebody that actually was actually playing the game, Spark noted, fun, difficult, very difficult, harder than the first one.
Good.
Harder than the first one.
Good.
It punishes you because if you don't have somebody to play with, you won't get your ass kicked, and if you play with somebody, you won't get your ass kicked because it gets harder. So it's like
Good.
It's definitely difficult, and on top of it, when you complete end game, everything you just worked hard for gone. A new fucking enemy type appears. All level 30s, all heavily armored.
I heard about them. Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell you who they are, but they're there. When it comes to the content behind it, They're working on giving some free content, working on the raids. Raids are 6 people. So they have raids in this bitch. So for people that, and as you said, with Destiny being a looter shooter, Destiny's been out for years now. I mean, that shit got to start dying down.
2011.
Anthem hasn't been doing shit. So Anthem's been shit.
Anthem's been shit, but they apparently
they're starting to get it. They're starting to get it back together. But in that time frame, Division's right there, already from the floodgate. Now I'm not sitting there saying Division is the greatest game ever because it has its fucking visual flaws, it has its glitches, as other MMOs does. It's loading a lot of stuff. Yeah. But it's fucking fun. It's very very fun. I just enjoy playing that with my friends. I enjoy getting my ass kicked by my friends, as well as getting my ass kicked by people. The one thing I have that's currently going on that I haven't ran across yet, but I know it's a problem, is the dead zones or the dark zones.
The dark zones, I heard they're not getting there. It's kind of like it's a lukewarm situation for a lot of people. Who dark zones were like a thing in the first one where everybody was like, "Yo, like this is like because like, you can kill somebody and get their shit and whatever."
No, you can still do that.
Yeah, you can still do it, but it's like kind of pointless now because like you don't really need to really go through them like that. Apparently,
I mean, you still can go through them and still get some valuable loot or it is that you really would like to attempt to get. You can sit there and kill people or do all the normal shit. The issue that I have is the builds. The builds are fucked up. They got, I forgot what it's called. I think it was glass something or it is. But essentially, you walk around with all dips and you can start one-shotting niggas. Dead. Instantly.
Broken.
Instantly. Like, if they're all dips, bam, done. No matter how fucking strong you are in your defense, no matter what other skills you have, if you ain't dips, you dying. So that's the only one big flaw right now that is going on within Division. So, but the thing is, they lowered it to where you have, I think, 12 people max in one area, in your particular area. 12 people max, including you and your team. So then you got the PvEs and PvPs. On top of it, they got like a whole Gears of War team deathmatch type of joint, where it's like 25 lives and you start killing each other and then see who can get the other person to zero first. So they've been implementing a lot of different stuff. They improved. That's the main thing I wanted them from the game.
Division 2 looked promising.
Division 2 improved from Division 1. They have their flaws. They're working on their flaws, but ultimately
Looter Shooter
better.
Way better than the other ones.
Way better than the other ones and better than the original.
Yeah.
Buy it. It's like, join Jamie Club.
Well, thanks, Daryl. I appreciate that. Alright, so the next thing, we got DBZ Fighters. It drops a big-ass motherfucking patch. Alright.
Yeah,
Let's
let me touch on this because I'm a huge fan of all Arc System Work fighters.
Yeah.
So pretty much, as of the recording of this video, patch just dropped. So pretty much, Bandai Namco has announced that this is gonna be the only balance patch this year. I guess we're sort of maybe a third of the way through what they call season 2, and literally every character has 5 or 6 changes to them. So this corrects a lot. Just looking at an overview of this stuff, it fixes a lot of the kind of what players would call kind of the unfair bullshit of the game, and it also adds a couple quality of life things if you're really intricate into all the mechanics. In addition to that, it looks like based off of certain screenshots of the next 2 characters that are coming out, one of them being Kid Goku. We don't know who the second character is going to be, but based off of pattern recognition, we're probably going to expect some sort of a villain along with Kid Goku. Hopefully within the next 2 or 3 months, and then we already know that
Tell them who's going to be the villain. We know it already. Say it, man. Say it.
I'm not gonna claim anything.
Say it, claim it.
I already know
Claim
that
it.
I'm wrong. I already know that wrong. I don't know. You want Baby Vegeta.
We want
but
Baby.
I bet it's Pilaf. It's gonna be old ass Pilaf.
Oh,
And then and it's gonna be what? And he's gonna ride in a mech and shit, and then he's gonna throw out his fellow fox friend.
Oh man,
And it's yeah, we doing this.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
And then
It'd be a good troll
also,
character.
oh yeah,
That'd be great.
and also, already, so for the list of DLC characters they've already sort of confirmed for, Season 2 of Dragon Ball FighterZ, first we have that, released, early this year, we have Videl and Jiren.
She's fucking boss.
Then it's gonna be Kid Goku, someone else, and then we already know that the last 2 are going to be, Super Saiyan
Gogeta.
God, Super Saiyan, Gogeta,
Yeah.
and then the new Broly.
Yep.
So yeah, that's gonna be super hype.
Hype. And just to finish it up, Apex Legends is still fucking making millions, bruh.
Actually, hold on real quick. I heard there was a Battle Royale Battlefield that dropped.
Yes, they are. So, are you talking about the Battle Pack?
No, I mean Battlefield, like something called Battlefield.
Oh,
VR.
Battlefield. Yeah. So, I guess they dropped like a DLC. Battlefield dropped like a DLC, and they are trying to get into the game.
I heard from a little birdie. It's better than Apex.
I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, you're paying for it.
You should.
You're paying for it. But but the thing is like, I hope Battlefield can come back because I am a Battlefield fan. I'm not against, like, I love Titanfall and stuff like that. And this is my closest thing to Titanfall. So Apex was very, very, very important to me for a little bit before it got oversaturated.
Yeah.
When was
the last time you played Apex?
I said before it got oversaturated.
When was the last time you played Apex?
Last month.
A month ago.
Oversaturated.
Remember when we was talking about? Oh man, this is gonna be the future. A month ago. I haven't played in like over a month.
Well, it
and
was
a
because
half.
it got oversaturated.
Trey don't play at all.
Well, let me well, my
Battle
biggest
Royales are
problem
trash. Get rid of that shit.
Isn't it like a new season for it and stuff?
I think.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's the battle. That's the battle.
Say no, it's
battle
not because I'm
packages.
trash at Battle Royales, but I just don't care for it.
They're fine.
I'm like,
They're
that's my game.
fine.
I'd rather just
I-
team that. I like
I
smaller.
I
things.
like to know that I'm shooting something sometimes.
I like things tight. You know,
Sometimes,
I don't like things wide.
Sometimes
Maybe
when you're
tight.
playing that, you're not always running up and shooting.
Trey,
people.
right? It's like tight.
And all the characters I used
Pause.
had huge hitboxes, so that was getting me.
He
fucked
said
up.
pause. You don't like tight shit? You want open,
No,
wide open spaces?
the way that you asked me.
Yeah.
Like,
Are
it's like,
Trey,
oh,
you
you don't
like
like
tight?
this? You like tight?
You don't like tight? You can keep it loose all you want, but
Oh,
nigga,
my
you gotta
God.
tighten up.
And
Pause,
to
man.
round it up, From Software's, I don't know how to pronounce this.
Sekiro. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Nice.
Sekiro?
Sekiro.
Sekiro Taco Bell.
Sekiro Taco Bell. Is getting so much fucking love. I am very excited. This is a From Software game.
It's a good game.
It's a lot more. You have it?
Yes, I have it.
Son of a bitch! I wanted
I've
that
been
game.
I have it
talking
too.
about it for a while.
But I haven't played it yet.
It's a good
Playing
game.
division.
Like
It's very. It's
there's-
a lot more forgiving than.
Yeah,
I heard if
the,
you don't play like a Dark Souls game, it's actually a lot of fun.
it's fun. It's the only thing that I'm not a fan. Like
Oh, here it
I
is.
feel like there's some issues with the collision detection. Like
Yes.
I think Neo did that better, but all around it's a pretty solid
It's a
game.
pretty solid game, and
Yeah.
everybody's been talking it's a possible game of the year. This, for
Yeah, it's really good.
2019.
All right, everybody.
They're trying
I mean,
to
it's
tell
early.
Ronnie
It's
it's
early.
on.
It's early.
It's
But
early
like,
on.
but I will say this.
It's gonna be a good game, but there's a lot of.
I'm very excited about it. I wanted to get it. I'm too po, so I can't get it right now. But I will say,
Just beat up some
Um,
kids. Take their lunch money.
no, I don't want to do that. But it's definitely killing it. It's definitely
It's a pretty fun game.
slicing through
What level are
competition
you?
right now.
So that's the thing. It's
There's
not
no levels of weapons.
Yeah,
there's
so that's
items.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's like
That's the thing he probably misses. You missed that.
yeah. I mean, but
Yeah.
it's you got to think about it like
It's a
Zelda
linear-
almost. So, like you got to get a certain number of this to kind of sort of enhance your like health or something like
Yeah, it's
that.
all
that's why you
about-
like it so
And-
much. Like Zelda. There you go.
Well, kind of. But,
Weapon degradation.
yeah, kind
Fuck!
of. Oh no. I mean, it's just
You only get one weapon.
yeah, you only get one weapon, but there's like ninja arts and stuff. Like I said, I wish it had like the aspect of like Neo, how it was the level system, and adding different like things to your stats. And I wish the collision detection was a little faster, kind of like Neo. But everything else, like free, like roaming around and using the grappling hook, is pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
one of my friends told me, dude, I've been playing this shit for like 4 days, dog. I'm like, you've never played a Souls game.
Unfortunately, it came at a bad time for me because I want to play it and I'm going to play it, but I've been sucked into this division trying to keep up
Dog,
with
I wanna
Jamie and
play it
fucking
so
Stoop.
bad. I gotta
There's somebody there like, what the fuck,
Oh,
man?
Stu been playing a lot. too?
Yo, Stoop already level. He was level 30, and this nigga got the game second. No, he got the game last.
Yeah,
He got the
well,
game last, and this nigga's already 30.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
that's 'cause he don't-
Stu
But-
stays on his.
Yeah.
And then Dan's gonna come over there and run past the 30 like it ain't fucking nothing. Them niggas eat MMOs up, man.
They eat any game. I don't even.
Is that
I
an
don't-
MMO
I
or
don't
just
bring-
happy to see me?
I don't bring any game that I love to them because
Yeah,
I know
you
they're
still haven't
gonna
beat Persona. Y'all both haven't beat Persona. I'm very disappointed in both of y'all.
I'm
Yeah,
about to
Damn.
start
I
over.
gotta go
I'm actually
back
about to
and
start
beat it.
over.
Damn, even when
I'm
Persona
near the end. But
5, the Royale, I think this is what it's called. P5R
Fact check.
got teased just a few weeks ago, and we're gonna get more info
Is
next
that
month.
the dancing? Is that the dancing one?
No,
Wait,
no,
don't-
totally
don't-
new spin-off.
Don't tell me it's
Well,
the
actually,
fighting one.
I don't even know if
Don't
it's
tell me it's the
spin-off.
fighting one. Don't hold me.
Okay.
Ooh, I swear to God.
It does not.
Burn!
It does not look like a fighting game.
Ah, damn it, man. That was my favorite one. Next to DOA, I was really good at that fucking game. You remember Kanji? Electricity, nigga.
TLDR of what the P5R teased was that there's a new female character that has a totally, like, what's the word for it? Her ideology is like that against the Phantom Thieves. Yes, like she.
Oh, it's like a DLC that's on top of the game.
I don't know. It's called P5R, and we just know that there's a new female character. Who, like, so I don't know what it is.
DLC, gotta buy it.
Y'all ready to be mind fucked? Alright, guys. Well, that was the gamer rundown, and I'm wrapping it up here. That's what's been going on.
One thing wraps up.
Alright. Now then. Alright, guys. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed today. Yo, if you guys got anything to say about it or anything like that, yo, hit us up. Don't we, like,
I'm about to give a cell phone number.
I'm telling you,
give me a call, nigga.
Give me a call. 26. It's like, no. Nah, but yeah, like, I mean, yo, reach out. Tell us what you guys think about the shit, you know? But anyway, R&R out.